And we're back, and I don't know what the heck happened in the last video. Like, I guess half my viewers died right there, so, like, rest in peace, everyone there. Either that or people only click the video if there's an anime girl on it. I've noticed that that tends to get more viewers. I don't know why I start on the main menu.
ホタル、どうだった？どうって？葵とのデート。
Hey.
葵にはそんな度胸ないと思うけど、変なことされたら泣き寝入りしないで私に言うのよ。
Is that how you think of other people?
いじめられたらすぐ読んで。駆けつけ三段ドロップキック食らわせるから。
ドロップキック? What the hell?
今の私を昔の私と同じに思わないことね。昔のアゲハって？
That's a good question, so I'll answer. Long ago, when this town existed, Age had Don, I don't know how to say that one. A large monster that brought this town to its knees.
全長158メートル、体重秘密トン。見目麗しくスタイルよく、葵を頭からパクリごくん。食べちゃうんだ。食べちゃうのね。そう、食べちゃうの。なんかエッチ。口に含んでじっくりねっぷり。舐めてしゃぶって転がして美味しくごっくり飲み込んで。葵はねっぷりしゃぶって飲み込む。すごくエッチ。
Yeah, we're going into like Katawa Shoujo territory here. I feel like I'm in Emmy's route.
って止めてよ、葵。
How is this my fault?
そう、葵のせい。スケベ。青兄のエッチ。
Where did that come from?
何の話をしてたんだっけ？
Hey.
青兄はエッチ。青兄がエッチ。青兄のエッチ。
Leave me alone.
ホタル、あんまり本当のこと言っちゃダメ。はーい。
I just love being used as a human punching bag.
葵もありがとね。今日のところは対飛び岡カムフラージュ大作戦大成功。
Camouflage. Camouflage, you say? I could feel both of those eyes on me. Where in the indifference in Ageha's voice, I walked off. Ageha's strategy was hardly a mistake, that much I know. However, I found that I couldn't help but feel depressed. Oh, already? Alright, drink break. I got a mail. A mail. It's way too early to be. Egg. It's from Ageha.
秘密基地寄ってく。
Is she crazy? It's just starting to get light outside. Oh, it's at least bright enough to expect the athletics club to be out training right now. Reminds me of my cycle training. I'd make breakfast for the crew and I'd make breakfast for the crew and had to have it ready before anyone else even got up. That okay. We know what he's trying to say, but whatever.
おはよう。ってあれ？もう行くの？
Yeah, and gotta head to the dock. I left the house in a dreary gaze, having said practically the same thing that the Kazuto sisters had said moments before. It's in the opposite direction to school, so I gotta hurry. Ugh. Damn, I'm all tuckered out first thing in the morning. Got a jolt of energy and sprinted in Ageha's direction. Hello, Agea, are you around? My voice echoed far and wide. She's probably not here. Yeah. Wait, someone was here, please. Just take the I out. I'm sure of it, someone was just here a moment ago. There was something resting atop a work desk that seemed to be only half assembled. It was the work of a pro, definitely not something Kotori, the cripple, could pull off. Wow. That's mean. What's up with this guy? Does no one see what time it is? Huh? There's a note. To Aoi, I updated the timetable for you. Maybe next time you won't have to go undercover without me. With a guy's usual mark? An undercover mission, huh? Maybe I should be spending more time with Hotaru and spending less with Tobioka. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea at all. The guy's got some serious problems. I feel kind of dizzy. I gotta take a seat. I don't have time. Looks down at his watch and sighs. Okay, no, well, I don't know why they said that instead of just I look at my watch and sigh. Okay. Guess we're in a third-person perspective now. This place is far. There's no hope in making it in time. I'm running as fast as I can. Can I do it? Am I gonna make it? I can't believe it. I did it. I made it here in one piece too. And what do I get as my reward? Sweaty armpits and schoolwork. Wait, did you like stop and get your bag, or did you bring it all the way to the garage? Headed to a water basin as soon as I calmed down. There wasn't anything I could really do about all the sweat. I didn't realize what time it was, not to mention how far I had to run. You think I just got out of morning drills with the athletics club? Got seated and caught my breath. Where's Zagea? Wait, the teacher's coming. But Zagea didn't show up. Even during attendance, she didn't. Zagea's bag was resting next to her desk, though. No idea, but why should I know? What's up with all of them? I'm not sure how I actually feel about it. Where did that come from? I hear footsteps down the hall. Someone's walking towards the classroom. Looks like she came after all. Pace of her footsteps was speeding up. Zagea bolted towards her seat. Well, she technically did make it on time, even if she barely made it. What's going on with the teacher? He's acting all daydreamy and weird. Even Zagea looked airheaded. Some sort of strange atmosphere filled the room. Why does everyone look like ghosts? Because they're at school. What is? Kotori, with an annoying look on her face, avoided making eye contact with me. Nothing really, I'm just feeling a bit weird. Where were you anyway? Class is about to begin, so we left the conversation at that for the time being. No one ever even brought up what it was that made the air in the classroom change like that. Was it something I said? What the heck? Everyone in class looked absolutely mad. I need to get the hell out of here. Hey, Kotori. Oh, come on, Kotori. How are you gonna just leave like that? I need a break from this insanity, seriously. Okay, and I were both skeptical, but we just ended up letting it go. Oh. Instead of flipping out on them and causing a scene, I head to the lockers. Oh. What are you doing here? Question mark and then a period. Quality stuff right there. Oh, right. Sorry, you just surprised me. Yeah, I'm an A-sensei. As soon as those words left my mouth, a smirk ran across her dumb face. But I'm an A. Sensei, when did you say you'll start lecturing after summer break? Are you just planning everything out for now?
いや、今の時点では特に必要はない。
Why is that?
まあ、
Do you mean that that would be
顧
impossible?
問になったことでもあるし、少しばかり先生の気分を味わってみたくて。
I knew it. She's not a teacher at all.
何しろ初めてだからな。試作、実験、耐久試験、予行演習は必要だろ。
In order to be a teacher?
あ、知っての通り、私は他人に物を教えるのが大の苦手だ。
I
し
know.
かし、引き受けた以上はやらねばならない。
Is that it? Okay. That's a lot of text for what she said.
シミュレーションは何度も繰り返したんだが、やはり実地で試してみないと本当のことはわからないし。だから、
You were wandering around the school one day and thought to yourself about how good it would feel to be considered a teacher, right?
その通り。やっぱり葵くんは優秀だな。
I just knew I'd get it right if I could think of the most pathetic excuse possible.
顧問やめるぞ。
I'm sorry for saying what I've said about you. I feel her eyes piercing my skull. Students passing by us in the hall and we're all looking our way. Regardless, she's already well known around here. Except for the newly registered students, every one of us recognizes her by just looking at... Wait, by what? By looking at her uniform. Well, what uniform? She's just wearing her casual wear. Unless she just, like, has... I guess it's a both. Sure. We couldn't help to notice if she were to make that... What? We couldn't help to notice if she... We couldn't help but notice if she were to make the switch from counselor to teacher. Okay, there. Sounds better. When I clenched her right fist and cupped it in the other hand, probably not aware that all the students around us were staring our way. And I got this really awful feeling in my stomach. Yeah. Suddenly her face was really, really close to mine.
ちょっと話があるんだけど。
Yeah? This woman needs to back off. You can see her nose hairs from this distance. Polished lips were slowly moving in front of my forehead.
仲良くしよう。
What? There to be a huge question mark floating above my head.
だがどうすればいいのかよくわからないので、教えてくれると助かる。
And she brushed her hand over my elbow. What are you doing?
仲良くというのはこういう感じかな。
No. She just kept her hand on my elbow and started meditating. Could understand doing this in a corner or something, but we're in the middle of the hallway and everyone's watching us.
アゲハが言っていただろう。飛岡先生の目をくらます必要があると。
And a sweet aroma reached my nose. What's up with this smell? It's making me feel weird.
だから私も君と仲良くした方がいいのかなと。顧問だし、スワリング部だし、協力するのはやぶさかではないんだが、でもやり方がよくわからないんだ。ホタルがやっていたような、これでいいのかな。
Her hand descended from my elbow down to my hand. She began to slowly rub my wrist. She was wrapping her fingers around mine. What? Without being too forceful, I pulled my hand away and tried to run.
違うのか？仲良くしてみせるなら手をつなぐのでは？
No, I understand what you're trying to say, but I take it her idea of a friend differs from how I define it. This woman's got the wrong idea. I'm not your tea party guest.
じゃあやろう。
No, hold on. Just think for a second. If we're supposed to be faking that we're members of the soaring club, then it doesn't make sense to be friends. Aren't you like in the middle of the hallway? She's thinking.
Oh.
She clasped her fist into her palm again with a loud smack.
考えてみれば確かにそうだ。私もスワリング部なんだった。さすが葵くんは頭の回転が速いな。
Not really. So I felt a strong sense of fatigue.
そうか。私たちが仲良くしていてはいけないのか。わかった。では仲良くしないようにしよう。もう用はない。あっち行け。君なんか嫌いだ。イェーイ、葵くんの女ったらしい。
Man, listen to that violent tone. I wonder what was going on in her head.
おお、あまねちゃんの彼氏がやってきた。
今度はあまね先輩か。この浮気者を爆発しやがれ。
What? No. Why does everyone know about this?
血は喧嘩したって。
You too.
わかってるって。あまね先輩を落とすなら風車の話題で攻めるべきだよ。
Disparage? What the heck does that mean? The heck's that supposed to mean? So tired, too much confusion and screaming. I laid my head on my desk. Yeah, confusion. I actually have no idea what is happening. After school? Ow.
みんなこっち来て。
God, that was loud. Gale was blocking our way to the secret base. All the members of the soaring club were here. Again, Kotoriasa, Yoru, and me.
どこ連れてく気？うちの部室。部室？
Got a secret base, don't we?
あそこは郊外だし妨害されても困るからできるだけ隠しておきたいの。なので校内に部室があった方がいいわけね。実際に使うかどうかは別として。
Sure.
カムフラージュ作戦の一環ですね。
There's camouflage again.
その通り。とはいえどこでもいいってわけじゃない。私の古巣ロボット部なんかじゃ飛び丘に全部筒抜けだもんね。そこでツーリング部の部室を間借りさせてもらうことで話をつけてきました。
Are you serious? I was shocked at my own
ツ
response.
ーリング部？
It's a club of bikers and car drivers, the so-called touring club. Since we call our group a soaring club, it makes us sound like we created gliders or other flying equipment. The touring group has the same thing going on, but they're making engines instead of wings. These types of groups are the only ones you'll find claiming that they're part of the engineering field.
活動内容に分かり合える部分が多いし人数に比べて広い作業場所を持っているしで間借りさせてもらうのには適当でね。共同使用の部室ということでツーリング部に同意してもらって生徒会の承認取ってあちらさんのパソコンを1台これも共用ってことにさせてもらってグライダー関連の見られても構わないデータ入れて飛行教本とか航空力学とかそういった本をちょいと置かせてもらえばはいツーリング部と共同使用の我がソアリング部の部室出来上がり。
Wow, awesome.
放課後秘密基地行く前にはできるだけこちらの新部室に立ち寄ってから行くこと。外に出られるようにもなってるから靴用意しといてそっちから出るのがいいかもね。
You must have been busy doing all this stuff for us.
まあね。ふふん。
Her nose just got a little longer. Look at that prideful face of hers.
やるじゃない。でも言ってくれればこちらも手伝ったのに。
Kotori's face was beaming with admiration. Okay, his lip was twitching for some reason.
いやー手伝ってもらうのはこれからなんだよね。あら
Like his attitude suddenly went sour.
実はまだ本決まりじゃなくてさ生徒会の承認はもうもらったんだけどツーリング部の方がね条件つけられて。条件？それにはみんなの力が必要なんだよね。
That's not an answer.
私たちの？何すればいいの？まあその何よ言ってごらんなさいよ。はい小鳥スマイル。
Smilu.
笑ってみて。楽しくないのに笑えないわよ。
That's the kind of thing I'd say.
朝ちゃん夜ちゃんは？ハバネ先輩に同意します。理由もわからずに笑えません。そんなこと言わないで。ほらバイトだと思っていらっしゃいませってノリでいけない？バイトなんかしたことないわ。 幸いする必要がありませんでした。ああ、そうきたか。
They sound like me.
それならそれで、人生何事も経験ということで一つ、はい、笑顔ください。カシャ。
The gal whipped out her cell phone.
いいねいいね。はい、小鳥ちゃんこっち向いて笑って。かわいいよ、すごくいいよ。ナイス笑顔だよ。
Totally sent a glare her way.
お願い、みんなの笑顔が必要なの。どういうことよ。つまりですね。
That's what she's after. Everyone suddenly looked my way. Well, the touring club's got real cars and motorcycles and an actual research group. They got components for engines, manufacture machine parts, and they got pros working in the group. They're one of the groups that make this school look good. Their hiring rate of that group the hiring rate of that group is 120%, meaning that they've already got jobs lined up even before they're juniors. It's not like we've got it anyway. I feel like he's not actually saying this out loud. I think he's supposed to just be like thinking this, or maybe I don't actually know. But it's not like we've got anyone with that sort of skill. So we've got to flaunt our manliness instead. Yeah, the school is filled with girls, and many of these clubs are unpopular among females. Oil, gas, tools, metallurgy, I don't know how to pronounce that, mass and torque, that's what makes mechanical maintenance what it is. We could always work on the teachers' cars at no cost and claim that it's covered as part of our club activities. While we're at it, why don't we offer advice to teachers looking to buy new cars? While the repair shop owners around town know each other, they'd be invincible if we got them involved at school. However, there's still one major problem. I clenched my fist. There's not enough female members. We smell like oil, our fingers are black, we've got stains up to our knees and elbows, and we've got burn spots and holes in our uniform. When it's these stains and burn holes that makes us who we are, the ones who can fix any sort of machine with our wrenches and crowbars. Sure, we look like a bunch of hoodlums. It's probably keeping girls from joining. We can't let such things keep us from fighting for more female recruits. Oh, I'm crying.
まあ、そういうことで、よろしくやってほしいのね。
That was a big rant, out of nowhere. Could I send that same glare past her once more?
どの辺がそういうことなのかしら。いや、別にみんなを撃ったなんてことはしてないよ。当たり前よ。ただ物質として間借りするにあたって条件を出されて。
What prerequisites are you talking about? Which is what Kotori asked like 3 minutes ago. She better be careful what she says or everyone's out.
毎日ちょっとだけでもいいんで私たちが顔を出すこと、部員の名前を覚えて挨拶すること、それだけ？それぐらいなら。
Okay, I thought there was something else.
まあそんなに難しいことでもないですね。よかったー。嫌だって言われたら私一人でもやるしかないかなって覚悟してたのよ。もちろん絶対に向こうから手を触れない、室内に女の子一人という状態にはしない、そういう条件飲ませてるけどね。当たり前よ。もっともあちらはそれでもいいって、こちらの条件ほとんど丸飲みだったけどさ。意外ですね。
Really? I can understand why. I was in an all-boys school before this one. It's just that a club full of guys wants a little bit of female attention. If you can get it, okay.
まあそういうわけで部長お願いね。はい。これから交渉成立ってことで今後よろしくっていう挨拶と部長同士の握手。今なんて。いやだから挨拶と部長同士の握手だよ。挨拶と何？いや
was a gear giving Kotori the condescending stare. And then, as you would expect,
部長同士の握手。はい。
everyone looked at the new club leader, Kotori. Kotori's one of those types with an incredible beauty. Well, okay, head of the touring club is older than I am, but I know her figure better than she does. The word untidy would probably be the best way to describe a body like that. Kotori naturally would know that. Her skin is white and pure, as though there was no blood in her body.
悪い人じゃないよ。熱心だし、私たちの活動も応援してくれてるし。ならあなたがやりなさいよ。部長同士が礼儀というものだって言われたらどうしようもないじゃんか。私でいいならやってるよ。じゃあ今からあなたが部長よ。私は会長でいいわ。あんたの夢ってその程度のものだったの？
What? Is that really wanted to be coming into this? I'm so confused. Is everyone else as confused as I am, or like did my brain just like die a little while ago and I just didn't know it? Aren't you all forgetting someone here? It's obvious that I was right for the job. Let's make it clear to you all, as of today, I am your new club leader.
あのさ、わかってる？
Forgetting what?
この1年、ソアリング部のトップだって言いまくってたのが誰か。誰がうちの部長か知らない人、この学校にいないのよ。
She's a president, not a club leader. Whoop.
逆の立場だったらそれで納得する？そもそも小鳥って知名度めちゃくちゃ高いのよ。だからこそ向こうも OK してくれたんだから。
You start, you're right.
ダメ。そういうことで小鳥お願いね。いい笑顔で言うな。
We're depending on you, Kotori. Don't let us down now. We're trying to pass through the clouds, don't forget that. Grip the back handles of her wheelchair.
スマイルスマイル。
Smile.
小鳥先輩、スマイルです。営業スマイルを得得しておくこと、人生において必ず役に立ちます。裏切り者。
All of us combined our spirit and headed to the room together. Oh, that's a good sounding place. Like that movie, that really good movie. At that point, we all came to a decision. The secret handshakes shared among club members was actually pretty slick. That was because Kotori's partner was more nervous than she was, and because he didn't have any confidence before he even touched her hand. It didn't help that Kotori made jeering comments at her partner's body smell and torn clothing.
似合うものを使ってるのも汚れるのもわかるわ。でもそれをそのままにするのがダメなのよ。綺麗にしようとする意志、常に正当する心がけ、それがないからあんたたちは好かれないのよ。
The touring club would always be called the wheelchair beauties and such. I don't know how they could put up with that. After that, Kotori, with the wrath of a merciless dictator, entered the touring group and changed their image. Good thing that everything progressed the way it should have, we'd say. Alrighty, well, I think I'm gonna end it right there for now, and I'm gonna go look around a little bit at... Oh no, how do I open it? Is it, Shift tab? Yes. You can't see anything, can you? No. Alright, well, you're just gonna have to see the mouse. Just looking around here. Here's the walkthrough. Okay, that doesn't really explain anything. Control F. Like, if you can leave. Just thank you for watching and goodbye. But if you want to stick around while I look at stuff... nothing there. Well, this sounds about right. However, a restoration patch by Hua Novel, while not 100% fixes this mess, it does restore. It does restore cut content and make the VN readable, allowing people to actually enjoy what the original VN was about. Is that what's happening? Because I have that downloaded and I have no clue what is happening. Unless oh my god, if I didn't put it in right. It is right though, because there's that one scene that... How can you even tell? Yeah, it's in right. I'm not sure what's wrong though. Maybe I'm just stupid, and if you know what's happening, please tell me. Because I don't know what is going on. Alrighty, well, let's look around a little bit more. Nothing there. Alrighty, well, that's all for that one. Well, I guess that's all for this time, yeah. Thank you for watching, goodbye. If you stayed here for that, and I was just looking around to see if people were just as confused as I was. Actually, I didn't even look at the discussions. Let's look at the discussions. That's probably where I should have went. It doesn't look like there's anything here. Well, I guess that's it. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye for the third time.